the shocking ending of Season 4 of The Handmaid's Tale and the revelation that Serena Joy is finally pregnant, many have been suspecting what that means for both her and the baby's future. Well, today we're going to dive deep into all we know about the fate of her baby and the details on what will happen to Serena in Season 5. So, without further ado, here is Handmaid's Tale Season 5, Serena's Birth and the Baby's Fate. Let's get started. Fred's death. Season 4 delivered one of the most shocking and brutal episodes ever. The ending scene, or Fred's death, opened up an entire plot for Season 5. After June gathered all of the handmaids so they could get the revenge over Fred, June was seen sending Serena Fred's finger together with their wedding ring. Now, that is the moment where the season ended, so we didn't get to see just what Serena's reaction would be to finding out that her husband is dead. Although we do believe that will be the first scene we get to see in Season 5. Even though Serena and Fred didn't get together quite well, they were still married, and thanks to Fred, she had a higher position in Gilead. After running to Canada and gaining popularity there, we don't know whether she would return to Gilead knowing that Fred is dead and there is nothing but pain waiting for her there. However, she might be seeking revenge for his death and might go after June to avenge it. Many have already hinted that the next season will be a battle between June and Serena, but no one knows the exact details on what exactly would go down. We do believe that finding out that Fred is dead will change a lot of things for Serena, and it will leave her in an impossible situation where she has to choose what is best for her and the baby, while still figuring out a way to get back at June for what she did.
God is truly great.
Will she keep the baby? We all remember that epic scene where Serena apologizes to June on her knees when June hopes that she loses the baby so that for once in her life she can feel a fragment of the pain the handmaids had to put up with all this time. Now, even though this was said out of anger, it got us thinking, could this really be her fate? Will she lose the baby? We feel like after a long, hard journey of trying to get pregnant and finally succeeding, maybe she will be able to give birth to her son. But we do suspect that maybe someone will take her baby away from her, the same way they took June's daughter. This would be a way of June doing all the horrible stuff that Serena has been doing to her from the moment she stepped into Gilead, and even treating her like a handmaid. Many have also theorized that if she were to stay in Canada and make sure that she is protected, she will keep the baby and even manage to provide a nice and stable life for her son. However, if she returns to Gilead, we have no clue what could happen to her or her baby, as June and the rest of the handmaids are patiently waiting for her arrival, and she is next on June's list. Although we don't believe that June would do anything to harm a child, we have seen that once she's filled with rage, she's capable of anything. So, we'll have to wait and see whether June will ever go down that path.
Do you want June to think you're afraid to face her?
Who is the father? We all know so far that the reason why Serena and Fred have chosen June to be their handmaid was because Serena couldn't get pregnant. Now, while everyone, including Serena, thought that she is infertile, she managed to surprise us in Season 4 when news broke that she is in fact pregnant. Rumors sparked immediately about who the father of the baby is, given that after many failed attempts, she couldn't get pregnant by Fred, and neither could June. From this point on, we came to the realization that Fred was the one who couldn't give them children. But then who gave Serena her baby? After she had been held in custody in Canada, we have only seen her with Mark by her side. Even though they didn't seem quite close, many viewers suspect that he's the father of the child. As we said, Serena suspected that Fred is the one who is the reason why they can't have kids, both on their own nor with the help of June and the ceremony. However, when the rumors about who is the father of Serena's baby got to the producer Bruce Miller, he quickly explained that Mark's job was to become obsessed with Serena, but the real father is Fred after all. We're not so sure how this happened, but we do believe that Season 5 will give us all the answers regarding Serena's baby. Even so, we still are not convinced enough to believe that Fred could be the father, but we guess we have a lot of details to pay attention to in Season 5, as it will reveal a lot more than just Serena's pregnancy.
Once you were out of that uniform, that you would come back to yourself.
I am.
Will Serena become a handmaid? With the shocking twist of Serena getting pregnant and Fred's death in season 4, many people have wondered what will happen with Serena now that she's a fertile woman. Many of you know that all of the handmaids are fertile women given to high-power couples who can't conceive on their own. But now that Serena has proven to us that she's capable of bearing a child, will she be made into a handmaid? We have seen the conversation between her and Fred, where she expresses her concerns, where she is going to be sent back to Gilead, and her baby will be taken from her so she can be made into a handmaid, and even be sent to the colonies. While Fred assures her he won't let that happen, after his death, everything is up in the air. Season 5 will definitely give us a lot of possibilities for Serena and her baby, but even actress Yvonne Strahovski, who plays Serena Joy, hopes that this theory of getting turned into a handmaid comes true, because it will be a huge twist on the entire journey that she's gone through. If this happens, it would definitely be a nice payback for everything she's ever done to June and the rest of the handmaids. She would have to experience all of the stuff they have, and we don't think she's ready for all of that. Even though this might sound like an obvious choice for the writers to make, we still are not sure whether or not they want to go down that path.
I am begging for your forgiveness.
Taking advantage from Fred's death. We have yet to see Serena's reaction to the death of her husband Fred after June sent her an envelope with his severed finger and a wedding ring in it. With this, she has managed to once again involve Serena in the battle and make sure she knows that she's next. The producer even teased that her reaction to his death might not be like fans expect it to be. All we know is that she definitely wants to make sure her baby is well and healthy, and definitely wants to be his mother. But with her get-out-of-jail-free card taken away, many assume that she will stay in jail for quite a while. Now, we know that she has quite the following in Canada, so she would use Fred's death to her advantage to get out of jail and even plot a plan to get a revenge over June. While Serena and Fred's relationship has been difficult and complicated, he was still her husband and the father of her son, so she would want the proper revenge on the woman who managed to murder him. However, June has shown just how much rage and anger she has inside of her, and what she could do with it. So, we think that maybe June will get to Serena first, and even though she might not kill her, she might do the worst thing possible, and that is take her son away from her for good, which would leave Serena devastated and lifeless.
It's the ICC press relations. She's the competent one, if you can believe it.
On a related note, we wanted to know, what do you guys think will happen with Serena and her baby in the upcoming season? Let us know in the comments section below. If you'd like to see more amazing videos such as this one, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss any of them. And as always, thanks for watching, guys.